Howdy, friends and neighbors. Seems like these days, every time the wind blows, every time the temperature drops, every time a single snowflake flies through the air, you people begin to contact me. Preacher, where's our weather video? We need a weather update. One lady even said, Preacher, we need to look to you in these troubled times to help us to know what to do. Ma'am, you don't need to look to me in these troubled times to know what to do. You don't even need that weather guy on TV that keeps breaking in every 10 minutes saying, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for urgent weather safety tips on how to survive these extreme weather circumstances. No, you don't even need that guy. Ladies and gentlemen, where I sit right now here in Northeast Ohio, it has warmed up this morning to minus 6 degrees. With the wind blowing, that feels like minus 30 degrees. Okay, here's your weather update. It's cold. Okay, now, do you need some urgent weather safety tips? Okay, do you really need me to make a video to tell you this? Okay, here it comes. Are you ready? This is what you've been waiting for. Stay inside. If you have to go outside, wear your long johns. And don't stay out very long, because if you do, you're going to die. You're going to freeze to death because it's cold. Listen, minus 30, it's cold. I was at Kentucky Fried Chicken a while ago, and there was a line of chickens out the door. They were begging to get thrown in the deep fryer. Now, that's cold, friends and neighbors. There was a guy on the side of the road. He was hitchhiking. He had a picture of a thumb that he was holding up and waving. A picture of a thumb. He wouldn't even get his hands out of his pocket, folks. That's cold. At minus 30 degrees, wind chill factor, listen, the Good Humor ice cream man, he's even in a bad mood. I'm telling you, it is cold. And so there's your urgent weather tip. Do you really need me to tell you, folks, to stay indoors? Do you really need me to? You might. You may be like the guy I saw the other day at Stop and Go, who was in January, in the middle of winter, pumping gas in shorts. Now, let me tell you something. Friends and neighbors, boys and girls, if you're dumb enough to go out in the middle of winter and pump gas in your shorts, I don't want to tell you anything to help you. Listen, you already froze. Your brain's froze, you big moron. Pumping gas in your shorts in the middle of winter. Are you kidding me? And I'll tell you something. I'm sorry, folks, but my bacon is fried this morning. I am one upset preacher. Let me. Another thing. When did we start naming winter storms? When did we start? Did I miss that? This is supposed to be Winter Storm Hercules. Are we jealous of the people in Florida that have hurricane names that we're now naming winter storms? Folks, this is embarrassing. Listen, I'm not talking about the people in Tennessee or North Carolina or Alabama that aren't used to this weather. They get excited, and we understand that, but we're in Northeast Ohio. We're used to trouble. We're used to pain. We're used to heartache. We're used to hardship. Good grief. I've watched the Cleveland Browns play football for 30 years. You don't think I can handle some cold temperatures and a couple of inches of snow? This is embarrassing, the way we panic. And now we're naming storms Hercules. Are you kidding me? In closing, can I just say this? Hercules is a made-up mythical character. If we're going to talk about the seriousness of these troubled times, let's go back in history to a real place, okay? Let's go to Pompeii. You remember Pompeii? Pompeii was a Roman city that had a big volcano next to it. It was called Vesuvius. And the people weren't prepared, but one day Vesuvius exploded, hot lava spewing all over Pompeii. And the people were not prepared, and some people were even found frozen right where they were as the hot lava boiled over on top of them right where they stood. Matter of fact, last week they found a guy in Pompeii. They unearthed him. He was frozen. He was wearing a pair of shorts, and he was down getting water for his horse at the Stop and Go. Anyway, there's an inspiring story of a man that was found in Pompeii. He was a guard, and he was standing in his post. He never left his post, but was frozen there for all of eternity. And so it's so cold here right now, I realize the possibility we may be frozen in place, and 100 years from now, we may be unearthed exactly as we are. So I'm all prepared, folks. If it gets so cold, and it is so freezing that I get frozen in place, I'm going to be here. We're prepared with a Bible in one hand and a Hershey bar, an uneaten Hershey bar, in the other hand. I want them to know I love my Bible and I love my chocolate. I'm ready. Come on, snow, freeze me up. Well, maybe a half-eaten chocolate bar. It was supposed to be a chicken leg, but I ate it. Stay warm. See ya. Bye.